My latest book is called Culture Trumps Strategy, and in that book I've interviewed a number of CEOs about how important culture is in their organisation. One of the main drivers of culture is internal communication, and I believe that communication internally is the rocket fuel of driving a high performance culture. The more your people know about the performance of the business and what's happening in the business, the more they will care. And I think when people are in the loop about what's happening, it makes a huge difference to their performance. When they're out of the loop, they quickly become disillusioned and grumbly about the organisation. So have you realised how important internal communication is in your organisation, and are you seeking to drive the culture by using that particular rocket fuel? In order to become effective in communicating, we have to realise that, largely speaking, writing is defective. We communicate a lot of things in writing. We send a lot of emails, we send out a lot of things on paper and by notices, and actually we need to realise that writing is not as effective as talking. But if you have to write, why not think about how effective the tabloid newspapers are in communicating? When I read a newspaper, I look at the headlines, I look at the pictures, and I've got the essence of what's being said. Why not use more headlines in your communication in writing to people? Why not use some pictures? Because a picture's worth 1,000 words. So think about tabloid techniques if you have to write. But better still, talk to people face to face. And the third thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that when you're communicating, you need to get through the noise of modern life. And repetition is the technique that needs to be used. We need to communicate those important things that we want people to remember. People's brains are full of social media, what's going on around the world, what's going on in their family. They have lots of noise, and then in the workplace they receive hundreds of emails. And when we say something to them, we need to repeat ourselves to get through that noise of modern life. So I think communication is the rocket fuel of building a high performance culture. If we're going to write, we can improve our effectiveness by becoming much more tabloid. And finally, we need to actually repeat ourselves face to face to get through the noise of modern life. I hope those small tips help you to become much more of a world-class communicator driving a high performance culture.